Yo, what's going on guys, it's Cynical, and today for you guys I have an absolute news blowout to do with Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep as well as Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD. These are of course two titles that will be included in Kingdom Hearts 2.8 releasing later on this year. On top of that, we also have some interesting information on Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. Now this interview is actually with Tetsuya Nomura. Famitsu ended up doing an interview with him talking about 2.8. And more of the interesting information is actually within this interview, mainly because of the fact that most of these Kingdom Hearts 2.8 interviews have been with Tetsuya, who of course was representing Square Enix, mainly to do with Kingdom Hearts at E3 this year, rather than Tetsuya Nomura. Tetsuya Nomura didn't actually end up attending E3 this year, so it's actually kind of cool to see an interview with Tetsuya Nomura. So we're going to get into this news, so let's get on with it. The first question is, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 is amazing in quality. Is the trial version this time part of the beginning of the full game? Nomura replied, yes, it's something we took from the beginning playtime of the game. It takes place in the city below Cinderella's castle. Now I know for a lot of us we actually thought that this little kind of city center or sort of town area was actually Daybreak Town, because there are some similarities between Cinderella's broken city center and Daybreak Town, but yes, it is confirmed that this area is actually Cinderella's world, all torn up in the Realm of Darkness. This much we actually know so far. The next question is, in the city it seemed like time was stopped, but is everything like that in the Realm of Darkness? Nomura replied, it's just in that map. If you keep going, there's a different area and different gameplay. I think that people weren't sure what it meant to explore the Realm of Darkness as Aqua, but here, many worlds have the worlds swallowed by darkness have fused together. After the part we released for the trial version, if you enter Cinderella's castle, there will be a different world, and if you leave that place, you'll come out in a different place. That kind of thing. So this is actually very interesting. I think a lot of us thought that 0.2 Birth by Sleep was actually going to take place only in Cinderella's castle while it was all shredded up by darkness in the Realm of Darkness. And of course, from Tetsuya, we of course know that Cinderella's world isn't actually the only world that is going to be in 0.2 Birth by Sleep. Here we also have confirmation that if you enter Cinderella's castle, you're actually going to enter a whole different world that is also stuck in the Realm of Darkness. It's interesting to see that some of the worlds have actually fused together, so that is going to make for some very interesting scenery and environment. And it's interesting that Tetsuya Nomura says that basically in these different maps that we're going to be going through in 0.2, there's going to be different gameplay. So exactly what he means by that, I'm really not too sure. Perhaps maybe there's going to be different things we can jump on, slide on, and all things like that. There'll probably be different things we have to collect in these different areas. But it's really cool to know that Square Enix are really going all out to make the different areas of 0.2 Birth by Sleep very unique. Next up, the smaller enemies out in the field were new, and there seemed to be 3 new types beside the shadows. The one that really left an impression was the enemy made up of a group of shadows' bodies. Nomura replied, that type of shadow is actually called Devil's Wave. It's the enemy that appeared in the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, it's just not at its full power yet. Of course, Famitsu then went to say, yet, and Nomura replied, since this was the opening phase, it's pretty amazing when it's at its full power. So of course we know that this little kind of shadow swarm, it does actually have different levels of intensity in terms of its power. So the one that we actually saw within this footage is actually it at its very weakest form. We also went over this news a couple of days ago, but the name of this is actually called Devil's Wave, in case you guys didn't know. The next question is, how much play volume do you think this will be? Nomura replied, I initially said it would be about the length of one full world, but I checked a walkthrough from start to finish. I felt that it was satisfying to play. In the middle, I thought there might be people who will think, I wonder if this will be over in 30 minutes or so. But that's not true at all. There's a story to it and there are a lot of cutscenes. So even though there are not a lot of worlds, I think you will be able to enjoy this new Kingdom Hearts to its fullest. So yeah, this is information that's actually been lingering around for quite some time, ever since we first got the announcement of Kingdom Hearts 2.8 as well as 0.2 Birth by Sleep. A lot of people have been wondering how long will 0.2 Birth Birth by Sleep be? Will it be a fully fledged new Kingdom Hearts title? And of course we got information that of course it's going to be like a sort of mini episode, if you guys want to sort of put it like that. We do know that it is going to be the length of one full Kingdom Hearts 3 world, but it's interesting to see that Nomura says that he checked a walkthrough from start to finish. That actually means that Kingdom Hearts 0.2 Birth by Sleep is actually finished, and he mentioned that there's a lot of cutscenes, there is a story to it, so there's a lot to go through and understand with 0.2 Birth by Sleep. So fingers crossed, we're probably going to be getting about 3 hours out of this game. Famitsu went on to say, saying that makes it sound like a full-blown production. Nomura replied, even with just the story, it's a very important part of the series. The scenes in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and 0.2 should be thought of as a prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3. When we were reviewing the products for 2.8, we decided to make 0.2 more of a game to play with the current generation of Kingdom Hearts, rather than Kingdom Hearts 3. The stories for Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance and 0.2 connect with Kingdom Hearts 3. For me, Kingdom Hearts 3 begins with Dream Drop Distance. The subtitle for 2.8 holds that meaning to it. So of course we know that Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is named Final Chapter Prologue rather than HD Remix, and the whole Final Chapter Prologue mainly stems from 0.2 Birth by Sleep as well as Dream Drop Distance. We of course know that Dream Drop Distance is the bridge to Kingdom Hearts 3, and 0.2 Birth by Sleep is also going to be a game that will also support that connection to Kingdom Hearts 3. The next question is, aside from Dream Drop Distance, if 0.2 Birth by Sleep holds part of the story in it, will the play volume of Kingdom Hearts 3 decrease? Nomura replied, rather than saying it holds part of the story, perhaps it's better to say that it makes parts of the story in Kingdom Hearts 3 easier to understand, and improves the tempo of some parts. Instead, the play volume of Kingdom Hearts 3 is overwhelming, and there were no parts we could cut, so there were some parts we were worried about for the players. Also for me, all of the RPGs I've made, rather than being forced to listen to a long explanation from the very start, I want the players to start playing right away, and the parts with detailed explanation in Kingdom Hearts 3 should be abbreviated wherever possible. Because of this, the player might wonder, why is Sora here in Kingdom Hearts 3 because of its abrupt beginning? Of course, you'll be able to understand the basics while playing. Now this question's actually very cool, and the answer's even freaking better. Basically, this actually gives us a little bit of news towards Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, first of all, Nomura actually said that Kingdom Hearts 3's play volume is overwhelming, which means there's going to be a ton of content and a ton of playtime in Kingdom Hearts 3, and this little section right here just got me like so excited. When I was first reading over this, I was like, oh my god, overwhelming. Like, that's such a descriptive word to use right there, and he used it. So I'm absolutely so stoked that the play volume of Kingdom Hearts 3 is actually overwhelming, and the fact that there were no parts that they actually could cut, even though I don't believe that that's 100% true. I'm sure there's a lot of things I've actually cut from the game. Still to the point though, it's really good to know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be a massive game. Also, on top of that, it's cool to know that, you know, Square Enix don't really want long, boring explanations as to how Kingdom Hearts 3 works in terms of like kind of boring tutorials. They want a lot of things kind of abbreviated, and they sort of want the basics to be explained while you're actually playing the game. Even though this is an interview to do with 2.8, this is actually some really cool information towards KH3. The next question follows up with, so what you mean is Sora might appear in the story right before that starts, 0.2 Birth by Sleep. Nomura replies, by the way, the opening of Kingdom Hearts 3 is short, and you will begin playing right away. But we are thinking of people who have not played the series in a long time, or people who are playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time. It's just that since the detailed circumstances are told in Dream Drop Distance and 0.2 Birth by Sleep, if you play 0.2 while waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3, the story's flow will be easier to grasp. Now, of course, in the previous answer, Nomura replied that basically Kingdom Hearts 3 pretty much gets right to the chase pretty much straight away, and in this answer right here, the opening of Kingdom Hearts 3 is short and you pretty much begin playing straight away. Now this gets me really excited because once again, we don't like long, boring tutorial segments. We like everything kind of quick to the chase. We like getting into the meat of the game quite fast, and Kingdom Hearts 2's prologue is pretty much hated amongst all Kingdom Hearts fans, and even other people outside of Kingdom Hearts. It makes it very hard to actually get into the series because they don't want to go through the long grind and torture of the whole tutorial segment. So it's cool to know that Kingdom Hearts 3 is going to be getting straight into it pretty damn fast, and all of the different tutorial things with learning the basics will be abbreviated as much as possible, and you will be understanding the basics while actually playing the game. Pretty much what Tetsuya Nomura is saying here is he does recommend that you do play Dream Drop Distance and 0.2 in order to actually fully understand what's going on with Kingdom Hearts 3 when you first start playing it. Next up, we move into a couple of questions to do with Dream Drop Distance HD. So the first one is, in the trial version of Dream Drop Distance HD, there was a Dream Eater in the form of a Tanuki that we'd never seen before. Nomura replies, "That's Pondanyan. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. The Osaka team added that for us. There are other Dream Eaters added, and you'll be able to use the allies received from AR cards in the original Dream Drop Distance." So of course we know, yes, there is a brand new Dream Eater that we've seen so far, and that is Katanuki. He's going to be a brand new Dream Eater for Dream Drop Distance HD. That's super cool. Plus there's also going to be more new Dream Eaters added, and on top of that you can also use the Dream Eaters that you would receive off the different AR cards. So they're going to be somehow in Dream Drop Distance HD. Not entirely too sure how that works. Like, do they still become unlocked through the use of AR cards? Perhaps maybe we need a PlayStation camera, hopefully not. And the last question is, last time you mentioned PS4 trophy compatibility, but are there any additional details? Now, Nomura replied, yes, the trophies will be an entirely separate piece of content. We also lengthened the drop time, and we are also in the middle of adjusting enemy reactions. So that's really cool to know. Of course, full trophy support and whatnot, that's going to be great. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to be getting stuck into unlocking those trophies. And on top of that, we've lengthened the drop time. That is just super relieving to know, because I know that a lot of people got frustrated with the drop gauge in Dream Drop Distance. Especially me personally, I found myself constantly dropping when I was in boss fights, and it was like the most annoying thing. So the fact that they're actually lengthening that is absolutely great. And they're also adjusting enemy reactions, which is also really good. The reactions of some of the enemies with getting stunned and whatnot throughout Dream Drop Distance is actually quite a big complaint from most of the hardcore players of the game. So it's great to know that that is actually getting fixed up. However guys, hopefully you've enjoyed today's news. There's actually more to go over in terms of talking about Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key and Key back cover, but we'll get into that in a couple of days' time. What do you guys think about this news to do with DDDHD 0.2 Birth by Sleep as well as Kingdom Hearts 3? Let me know in the comment section down below. And until next time guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.